Welcome back to my channel. So on today's tutorial I'll be showing you how I made these elastic shorts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. So I have my fabric here on fold, and I'm gonna start off by cutting out the front part of my shorts. So I'm just gonna make a straight line here, and I measured 1 inch, and I'm also going to measure another 1 inch. So in total here I measured 2 inches, and that's where I'm going to create the casing for my elastic. So I'm gonna be using a small elastic, but it also depends on which elastic, the size of the elastic that you're using. So from this point here I will mark my hip point, and I will also go down here and mark 10 inches for my crotch. So how I got the crotch, what I did was I just set on a flat surface like you can see illustrated there on the picture, and then just measure from the waist and then down to the surface. So now I'm just going to measure the full length of my pant, and then while measuring the full length of my pant, of my short, I'm also going to add extra inch for the hemming allowance. So now I'll start by marking my hip circumference, divide by 4. So this is the round hip, divide by 4 and then make a mark. So mine there, it's 9 inches. So I'm just going to take the 9 inches on the waistline and then just make a straight line like so. You can also take it down to the crotch line. Please like, subscribe and share. Now I will come here on the crotch line, which is 9 inches, and then I will divide this measurement right here by 4, and I will take the measurement and then mark it from the line there, and I will just take a curve rule and then create a curve. So if you're using a freehand, just please make sure that you don't really go deep here on the crotch curve. So now here I will come on the line where I measured the full length of my shorts, and then I will take my thigh measurement, the thigh circumference, and divide it by 2, and then just join the points together. And from here, you see I just added the 2 inches I spoke about. So this one here is for the hemming, and then I'll just create a slant line so I don't get any shorting fabric when I hem. So now I'm just going to cut out my piece. So if you check here, when I'm cutting out the fabric, I'm adding 0.5 inches for the sewing allowance. So I'm just going to cut open this other side right here, and then after cutting out this side, I'm going to use this very same front pattern to cut out the back. So I have now my other fabric, so now I'm going to cut out the back. So I'm just going to place the front here on the, just make sure that all the lines are aligning. So I will come here on the crotch line and just add 2 inches for the crotch line, and also I will just be extending here by 2 inches. As you can see on the back side, I just extended by 2 inches. If you can check there, I'm just extending the lines, and then I will cut out. And that's it. So now I'm going to start sewing. So I'm just going to join these parts here together like so. So I'm just going to sew this part right there on the back and also on the front. So well, I'm done sewing the middle part right here. So I've joined the two back pieces and also two pieces for the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be joining the sides. So I'm just going to place the front on top of the back piece, right side facing, and then I will just join the sides here together. Now I'm done joining the sides. So the next thing for me to do is to just close the middle part here. So I'm just going to align everything together and make a stitch. And well, that's it. I'm done sewing the inner parts here. So what I'm going to do, the next thing for me to do here is I'm just going to fold in my top part of the waist so I can make a casing for my elastic. So while I'm doing that, I will also leave a small space for me to pass in the elastic band. And now I'm done with the elastic facing on the waist. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the small hole or the small space I left there on the waist, and I'll be passing in my elastic. And for the elastic, my waist circumference is 32 inches. So for the elastic, what I did is I just measured 30 inches, and then that's how I'm passing my elastic. And that's it, I've passed in my elastic. So the next thing for me, which is the final step to do, is I'm just going to be hemming the bottom part of my shorts. And that's it for today's tutorial. I'm done sewing the shorts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. See you on the next tutorial.